about the derivative of x to the n using the Newton differential quotient. This is the graph of y equals to x squared, and accept that this point is x and this point is x plus delta x, and this point is f of x, and this point is f of x plus delta x, and so this point is x comma f of x, and this point is x plus delta x comma f of x plus delta x, and we want to know the slope of any point of this graph, and then we use the Newton's differential quotient, and so the slope is equal to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of f of x plus delta x minus f of x all over x plus delta x minus x, and that is equal to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of f of x plus delta x minus f of x all over delta x, and so the slope is equal to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x plus delta x all squared minus x squared all over delta x, and this is equal to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x squared plus delta x plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus x squared all over delta x, and so this x squared and this minus x squared can be cancelled, and so we have the limit when delta x approaches 0 of 2x plus delta x, and when we take the limit, this is equal to 2x, and so the slope of any point of this graph is equal to 2x, and for example, if we want to know the slope of the tangent when x is equal to 1 is 1 times 2, which is 2, and now we want to know the slope of any point of the graph y is equal to x cubic, and so is the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x plus delta x all cubic minus x cubic all over delta x, and so this is equal to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x cubic plus 3x squared delta x plus 3x delta x plus delta x squared plus delta x cubic minus x cubic all over delta x, and this x cubic cancel, and this is equal to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of 3x squared plus 3x delta x plus delta x squared, and so if we take the limit, we have 3x squared because all this becomes in 0, and so the slope of any point of the graph y equals to x cubic is equals to 3x squared, and if we want to know the slope of the tangent equals to x to the 6 is the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x plus delta x, all this to the 6 minus x to the 6 all over delta x. And to obtain this, we use the Pascal's triangle, which is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1 is 2, 1, 1, 1 and 2 is 3, 2 and 1 is 3, 1, 1, 3 and 1 is 4, 3 and 3 6, 3 and 1 is 4, 1, 1, 1 and 4 5, 4 and 6 10, 6 and 4 10, 4 and 1 5, 1, 1, 1 and 5 6, 5 and 10 15, 10 and 10 20, 10 and 5 15, 5 and 1 6, 1. And so this is equals to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x to the 6 plus 6, x to the 5 delta x plus 15, x to the 4 delta x squared plus 20, x cubic delta x cubic plus 15, x squared delta x to the 4 plus 6, x delta x to the 5 plus delta x cubic minus x to the 6 all over delta x, and this x plus 6 cancel with this x plus 6, and so the limit when delta x approaches 0 is equal to of 6, x plus 5 plus 15, x plus 4 delta x plus 20, x cubic delta x squared plus 15, x squared delta x cubic plus 6x delta x plus 4 plus delta x to the 5. And so if we take the limit, we have 6x to the 5 because all this becomes in 0. And so the slope of any point of the graph y is equal to x to the 6 is 6x to the 5. And if we want to know the slope of the tangent when x is equal to 1 is 1 to the 5th, which is 1 times 6 is 6. And if we want to know the slope of any point of y equals to x to the n, is the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x plus delta x all to the n minus x to the n all over delta x. And so this is equal to the limit when delta x approaches 0 of x to the n plus n x to the n minus 1 delta x and all the next minus x to the n all over delta x, and this x to the n cancel with this x to the n, and so the limit when delta x approaches 0 of n x to the n minus 1 plus all the next, and if we take the limit, we have n times x to the n minus 1 because all the next becomes in 0, and so the slope of any point of y equals to x to the n is equals to n times x to the n minus 1. And if we want to know the derivative of x to the n, is this n times this one, which is n times x import the second term because this x to the n cancel with this minus x to the n, and when we divide all this by this, we have n times x to the n minus 1 plus all the next, and when we take the limit, we just have n times x to the n minus 1 because all this becomes in 0. We see you in the next video.